This man was surprised to discover that after failing the exam for the court sorcerer, he was recommended by his own mentor to become the private tutor for the Duke's daughter. But luckily, George had previous teaching experience. He had once mentored a student who graduated at the top of both the Royal Academy and University, the Swordmaster Anna. Anna was also the daughter of a duke. Confident in his abilities, George boarded the train to the Northern Territory. However, the carriage waiting for him was too small and could only accommodate 2 people. Reluctantly, Ellie had to sit on George's lap as they headed to the Duke's estate. During the journey, it started to snow, and noticing Ellie's attire, George thought she might be cold. So, he lent her his scarf and used magic to adjust the temperature inside the carriage. He cast 3 different types of magic, raising the temperature inside to make it more comfortable. Ellie was amazed by this. When they finally arrived at the Duke's estate, George carried Ellie off the train and apologized, addressing her as the Duke's daughter. He had noticed, back at the station, that Ellie didn't appear to be a maid. Sebastian was impressed by George's keen observation skills, while Ellie, feeling embarrassed, quickly ran back into the mansion. At that moment, the real maid arrived to greet the guests but tripped and almost fell. Fortunately, George caught her just in time, and instinctively, he patted her head. This sudden gesture left her blushing with embarrassment. Afterward, with Sebastian's guidance, George was escorted to Duke Howard's office. The 4 great dukes, the pillars of the kingdom's founding strength, were each granted vast territories in the north, south, east, and west, with the responsibility of guarding those lands. Their relationships with the royal family were also extremely close. The Howard family was tasked with guarding the northern region and prided themselves on their martial heritage. The Duke had 2 daughters. The eldest, Stella, had attended the Royal Academy, but lacked any significant magical talent, while the youngest, Tina, had no magical abilities at all. The Duke then took George to an indoor garden, where George expressed his belief that Tina should be allowed to follow the path she wanted.